Welcome, boys and girls, to this optical illusion art project. For this project, you will need a paper, pencil, straight edge, and whatever coloring materials you would like. Hey! So, to start this project is easier if you have a square sheet of paper. To make a square, those of you origami experts are probably familiar with this. But fold the paper up and match these two sides. What's left off there can get cut off. Okay, so if you have a pair of scissors, you could just cut along that line. And you got a square. Doesn't have to be perfect for this. If you don't and have scissors with you or available, or you can't find them, like I can't find things in my house sometimes, you can make a crease. Here's the best way to make a tear that's even. Crease. And just keep folding it over and creasing it back and forth. And then if you go to the edge of a table and put that crease right on the edge of a table, I hold my thumb up to there and carefully tear it. All right, perfect. I've got a square. Next, I'm going to make an X. It's easier if you have a ruler for this, but if you don't have a ruler, again, you could find like a piece of cardboard. This is an envelope. You could get envelope, junk mail, another thick paper. Find something to help you make a straight line. Go corner to corner and corner to corner. I have an X. Now I'm going to do a plus sign. One down through the middle, one across the sides. The important thing is that you cross directly through the center. All of your lines should meet right there. If they don't, then you need to erase or flip it over and try the back. Here is the tricky part. So again, you have X and the plus. Pick one of your triangles. It does not matter which one. And you're going to do 3 sets of bumpy lines to start. So I'm going to go. That's one set. So try and keep them equal distance apart. The second set. And then the third set. The next one, you're going to need to do the curves in the opposite direction. So if this one went this way, then go to the one next to it, and this line is going to curve that way. Curve that way. Curve that way. Start right where this one was, where this one left off. Curve that way. Some of them might end up bigger, some of them smaller. That's okay. And then later, if you have extra space, if you want to fill some in there, pretend they're there, you can do that. Okay, up, down. The next one will curve up. Try and keep that arch really going to make it look dimensional. If you get like this, you can go off the page. Just pretend. Come back on. This one went up, this one goes down. Keep going all the way around. And if you did the same amount of lines, you should end on a down one there. I think they end up looking better when you do opposites. So white, purple, white, purple, white, purple, white, green, white, green, white, green. So see, it's kind of checkerboard-like, but it's up to you. You can try it the other way. So before you color it, I would actually lightly, with your pencil, shade in where you're going to color. So if this is white, then this would be colored in. Because if you get going with a marker, it can get tricky and you might make a little mistake. That's okay if that happens. So that will stay white, be colored in. And then if you're using a really light color, like yellow, right before you color it in, you could erase the inside. But if you shade that in, you can make sure you have it correct. You could have somebody check it for you. You can add in extra lines if you want. When you're done, if you want to color in black and white, you can. Or if you just want to shade it in with a pencil, if you just have a pencil, that's fine too. I'll start with my 3 bumps again. Color those in. And then when you get to the next row, you are going to want to go the opposite way if you're doing black and white. If you want to do 2 contrasting colors, you can do it differently. When I am done, I like to go in and erase any pencil marks that I had. And as you see, they look kind of like cone shapes headed towards the center. They go in and out, in and out. And then I also like where if there's extra spaces up here to go ahead and add, pretend it's going to touch there, another one in. Then, my friends, to make this like bam over the top, start near the creases where this would be further back, and we're going to shade or add some value darker near the center. Press lighter and lighter, and I'm going to follow this curve. Darker, darker, darker. Coming out like that, and then leave it white in the middle, and then you can also kind of smudge a little bit with your finger, and that starts to give it a lot of dimension. Start to make it look super 3D. Erase the highlight there, make it super white. You could also take a white crayon, not sure if this will work or not, but on the black. That's where the highlight would be, or the top. But I'm going to finish this up, and then we'll see how it looks when it's done. And here's a colored one. And as always, if you want to go in and add some shading to this one, you can. Or you could just leave it as is. You could also use crayons or colored pencils. Enjoy!